Then you have, Russiagate just as a general weapon of mass suppression. It was introduced out of the Clinton campaign. The Clinton campaign sort of understood that they had been discredited, that all the policies they stood for, which are NAFTA, getting rid of Glass-Steagall, breaking up Yugoslavia, and R2P, destroying Libya, have been discredited. The American public has no interest in supporting any of this stuff, and they're feeling the consequences in a way that the hovercraft elites like John Podesta don't feel. They've lost their jobs. In Europe, they're experiencing, a refugee crisis as a result of Libya and Syria. People are not on board with it anymore. How do you retrench your position? Russiagate was the perfect opportunity to do so. It not only gets at Trump. You accuse Trump of colluding with Russia. It criminalizes diplomacy with Russia. It makes it harder to de-escalate in Syria, all these sorts of things. But it also enables a war on alternative media and narratives outside of the establishment, particularly on social media. And so we saw the return in 2017 of the blacklist in the form of things like Prop or Not, which was a blacklist promoted by the Washington Post and a who's who of former Obama and Clinton operatives that blacklisted alternative media organizations, and we probably would have been on it if they had known about us at the time. But you saw Counterpunch and Truthdig, Bob Scheer's operation on it. Then there's the Hamilton 68 Russian bots dashboard, which we've been saying was a fraud all along. And basically it identifies, without explaining what its criteria is, it identifies media organizations that generally are alternative media as Kremlin disinformation vehicles. So there is an attempt at suppressing everything that's outside the establishment narrative, and it has led to actual measures on Facebook being taken to, for example, deprioritize news that's seen as echoing Kremlin narratives. Twitter has offloaded all RT advertising. And so how does this connect to Palestine? Why am I talking about it here? Because these are the outlets that have actually given me the opportunity to write about Palestine. That includes Al Jazeera, although maybe a little bit less so, but Al Jazeera is open to those critiques, and RT. RT has never had any problem with me saying whatever I want about Israel. It also presents the other side, but these are just the open platforms that the establishment, whether it's the Jeb Bush establishment or the Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama establishment, seek to destroy because it did so much damage to them in 2016, and they can't allow that to happen again. That's why they're putting pressure on Silicon Valley. That's why the blacklist has come back. And that's how Russiagate connects to Palestine, because anyone in Palestine solidarity depends on alternative media for oxygen.